Okay, so in my never-ending bout with insomnia, I've been spending some time doing these video reviews of the players, and I'm getting down to Ryan now. I've been doing some of the older kids, and now I'm going to do some of. Actually, I've done a lot of this team also. Um, and again, I'm not going to really be focusing in on, whether this shot goes in, that shot goes in, he throws the ball away, doesn't throw the ball away, whatever it is. Just really going to be focusing on positioning and stance and making sure he's working the offense the right way, making sure he's in defense the right way, just more positioning because as I've been emphasizing, um, being in perfect position and knowing where to go makes up for a lot of I want to say deficiencies in athleticism sometimes. Not that Ryan has deficiencies in athleticism, but just in general, teams that are really, really perfect about where they're supposed to go and where they're supposed to be just really have a big edge. And I use my son as an example. As Matt gets along really, really well, not being quite as athletic as a lot of the kids, because for whatever reason he's always been taught to be in the right spot, and he always runs what he's supposed to run, and Ryan's a little like that too. I mean, Ryan, obviously, since you've coached him, I mean, he's very, very well coached, and he's very coachable, and he's one of the people who runs what I want to run really, really well. So I'm expecting to see that. But there's some things that I think you're going to get a kick out of when we do this. So we're going to do the Fontanetta game just because it was the most recent one, and let's see if we can't pick something up from it. So first of all, who do you have? Communicate, call it out. Who do you have? All right, so you got him. Okay, so first of all, if you do in fact have Jack out here on the left, pretty decent job being in help when your man doesn't have the ball. Um, okay, so what I find interesting, and this will be a recurring theme, and it's something that I picked up from doing these reviews, okay, of the younger kids and the older kids, and you get better when you get older. But Ryan, when he's on ball and he's on ball defense, he gets in his stance and he's really active and really aggressive and he looks like he's really ready to play. Now again, we talked about this before, this, the bending over at the hips, things like that. But forget that for a second. His hands are wide, he's really, really into it. And then what happens is it's so funny with the older kids and the younger kids. So you'll notice immediately once the ball goes away, okay, and he's in help, he's just much less active. Not exactly here. See right there. He's really, really in a stance. He's really ready to go. And then ball goes away, and he kind of lets up. Not exactly this time. See how he gets out of his stance, and he just kind of just is lazy about his whole posture and things like that. If you look at some like the older, the better players, eighth grader, ninth grader, whatever, they're just as active in their help stance and their help position as they are when they're on ball. It's really interesting and I guess maybe that's just part of natural development, but it's something you could really strive for. So you're just kind of standing there, and this, you might have been able to get more of a body on your man if you were just a little more active, you know. All right, now, first of all, I mean, you'll notice that you know here you're really being overplayed here. And remember, and I'm talking to you, Tom, and Ryan at the same time. I don't know, I presume you'll watch this together, but remember, just rule one is that we really want to get to the rim, and if they're going to deny out over the 3 point line, over the read line, that's rule. I mean, that's rule 1A. Okay, is you've got to cut. Remember, you're not doing anything out here. You're never going to get open. I don't like V cutting to get open. Okay, if he's going to deny you out here, you're much better off to just blast to the rim. Put pressure on the rim at all times. We'll have someone fill. Matt will fill. He knows. See that? He's totally overplaying you. And Fontenette doesn't play man all too often, and you can tell because they're really not doing a really good job of it. Like you look at this, he's has no idea what's going on. He's completely overplaying. You should punish him by cutting here. All right. So cut. So when you pass, again, I'm expecting, as we went over, a nice crossover, real aggressive cut right to the basket. Okay. Now again, he might be overplaying you this way, so it'd be a rear cut, or if he lets you, you could face cut him, but it's got to be a real aggressive cut, almost like there's a spot right underneath the basket. And you don't get it, right? I mean, you're not cutting. And you see what would happen if you had cut, you would have dragged this guy with you and made much more room. Maybe Tommy could have even blasted, but again, you didn't really make that cut. But you're usually pretty good about that. But I'll show you visually that sometimes you just kind of lapse. Right? You might want to hustle to get back a little bit. Maybe. Where's your man? Your man somewhere? Okay. There you go. Good job. And we got a nice shot out of that. I mean, you flooded out the middle, so Matt had a much clearer spot. Matt had a much clearer lane to get to. Now he didn't get there, but okay. So you pass, you should cut right behind him, right through, and come out the other way. Nope. Again, it's not easy. People think that the offense I teach is easy, and it is easy. Okay, but it's like they said, the old game Mastermind. It's a minute to learn and a lifetime to master. You've got to really turn this into habits. I mean, I wish that my knee wasn't just destroyed and you could kind of watch me play nowadays. I mean, because I've been so trained by this back when I used to learn this, is even in pickup games, as soon as I would pass, I would just automatically be at that rim in like 2 seconds. And people who run this offense for a while, I really encourage you to go watch the Adelphi girls run it. It's really, really awesome. All right, so what do we got? Dribble. Let's cut. Cut right to the basket, right to this middle, right to that spot. See? It's not an aggressive cut. It just makes all the difference in the world. Okay. This is something that's probably worth mentioning. I mean, only because you're kind of an advanced basketball player when it comes to knowing these types of concepts, Ryan. So I could bring this up to you. I'm going to bring it up to the whole team when it's appropriate. But um, about defensive transition, the first way to prevent easy baskets going back the other way is to have good shot balance. What I mean is that there always should be some protection against fast breaks going back. You don't want to ever have five people crashing the boards because if the ball comes out long, you're never going to be able to get back. So you always want to have somebody on the shot sprinting back and maybe three guys crashing at the most. Depends on what your philosophy is. But here, like for example, when this shot is up here like this, you should really be sprinting back maybe to about this spot. I mean, you think about this. We got Matt crashing here. Tommy's in the middle of a cut. Danny's over here. You're not getting it anyway. And you're not even crashing. You're just kind of watching it. I would make a more aggressive move back to getting back. Not bad, though. At least you're shading back that way, which is good enough. All right. Again, he's over that read line. You should be blasting through. Some free throw. Okay, so we're in diamond, and just so you know, we're what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, first of all, James is too far up. Is Tommy's supposed to be a little more over here, but that's all right. Matt is supposed to be influencing the ball this way so that he can get this trap on this guy. Tommy's actually doing a pretty decent job. If he could force him over here, that'd be great. And what your job is when this ball's all the way over here, you want to be kind of in help over here. Remember, this is your area you're guarding, but again, it's like anything else. I mean, you got to be cheating in the middle. So you got to be kind of over here. Now, if he runs baseline, you have to respect that. And what we're trying to accomplish is, if he gets this pass in, then Ryan, you're supposed to be your interceptor. Okay? Now, I don't think it ever gets to that point. I think Matt smacks it away somehow. But maybe we'll get a better example of this in a few minutes. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Nice shot. And Psycho calls a timeout immediately. All right, so see now this is we're doing this wrong. I mean, again, this is more for Tommy, I guess, but this should be Tommy's area right here. This foul line extended to here and up. James doing an okay job. He's supposed to be following the ball strong side, and you're actually in a pretty good spot right there. See, if he pushed him more that way, Tommy pushed him more that way, Matt could have made this trap a little easier. So this is your deal. I mean, Ryan, this is your pass. You know, this is your pass. You've got to be right. You got to get this one. Okay? You can't. We're not worrying about him. Okay, this is the pass that we have to worry about. Not the biggest deal in the world, though. We'll practice more of that. All right, let's see. Pass. Now let's see. Now again, you know, if it were me, again, that's better than nothing. All right, I'd rather you cut than not cut. But you got to look at what's the quickest, the shortest line between you and right under the hoop. I would think that it would be behind him. Okay, because what ends up happening is if you go this way and you get any slight bit of resistance from this guy, you won't finish your cut. And as we talked about before, that's a disaster. And that's pretty much what happens. And you did what I said at practice. You just kind of throw your hand up. But the reality is, I mean, throwing your hand up there, you're never getting the ball. So you're not fooling anybody. I mean, I would just really make a beeline right to the hoop. We did get a good shot out of it, though. Just even cutting it all opened up the middle. All right, Ryan, maybe you could have done a little better on that defensive stand, but that's okay. Or is that my son? Well, one of you could have done a better job. Good job getting back, Ryan. Very, very good. Now find your man though. All right, so there's your man. See, look at this. You're in defensive position, which is good. Now I would probably want you to close out a little stronger on him. Like once you get in this position down here, you're giving him way too much room. I mean, he can make this. I would be a little more aggressive. Uh, don't worry about this. I mean, Danny will get there. All right? I would give him a little more respect, I think. But it's okay. You're ready to go. You're in position. Yeah, I wouldn't give that to him. I do like this, by the way. Okay, you think this is a small thing. Even this little contest up here makes a little bit of a difference. It gets in his face. But if you were here, then we'd really have something. Okay. Now, if you really wanted to make this full, you would turn and get a little bit of a body on him. Not much, just a little bit. Not bad. Now I would get down court. Let's go. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Good. Excellent. That's really good. They did studies on this. I mean, the shooting percentage goes down like 40, goes down 40% just when there's any kind of contest to the shot. I think it's great. I think it's really great that I was able to pause it right in the right spot. Balance the floor a little. That's okay. See it once again. See? He's all the way out over here. Don't let him get away with this. Get to the rim. That's a really good cut by Tommy, by the way. That's exactly what we want. And Matt shoot some free throws. Oh, we call the timeout too? Sorry. All right, you had actually subbed out. Now we're coming back in. Great job boxing out Shooter, by the way. Small thing, but all right. So back, they're back in their zone. Still, the principles are the same though, just a little less dribbling. All right, so it's the same thing. It may seem strange, okay, but even with the zone, we still want to cut because you want to make the zone move as much as possible, okay, and you have to provide threats. So I would still, you don't have to be quite as aggressive, but just because I'm trying to train you guys to be aggressive cutting, you still want to try to get to the basket. Now, again, some of the people, just so you know, I mean, guys like James, I could have him cut and then post up, but like the guards, I really just want you cutting and filling. Okay, this is pretty good here. Where's your man now? Now, what I do like, by the way, is I don't like that you don't find your man too quickly. Okay, but I like that if you're not going to find your man too quickly, that you at least start by getting into the lane. Now you'll see once again that your stance, and it's like everybody. Okay, it's the same. Matt looks great on the ball, but when I'm telling you, the real champions are the ones who look just as active when you're off the ball. See, your good stance on the ball, and then you totally come up. That's all right. See, look at that. Then you kind of relax. You could be just as aggressive in help. See that? How funny is that? This is okay. This is better, Ryan. Good. You're right on it. Check him. Very good. Good job getting a body on him. Again, you don't have to get a full body on him all the way out. That was perfect. Just check him a little bit, just to make sure he's not blasting. You got to fill. Make sure you fill. Right here. Good. Now this isn't bad. I think you get there on this cut. Yeah, that's even that. That's really all you need against the zone. Just get in the lane a little bit. When we get more advanced, you could even bump one of the guys in the zone before leaving, but don't worry about that yet. Right, so who's your man? You're on this guy? Nice job recovering here. Nice job helping, I mean. Not bad. Again, if you were just as active off the ball as on the ball, I mean, you'd be, I mean, just ridiculous. See both, see both, see both. Almost, almost. You could even get even further. Good, as long as you see both. See, get in a stance. Now look, for example, if you were in a stance and pointing at both, you know what I mean, and a real aggressive crouch defensive stance in help, you'd be able to help Matt out much easier in this spot against Alex when he drives. Now as it stands, it's a little tough for you to get there as aggressively as maybe you'd want to get there and really go for that ball. Okay, Phil, good. Not bad. That's pretty good, Ryan. That's all you need against the zone. All right, let's see. Oh, that's really good. That's not a really good shot. Forget that it didn't go in. I mean, I just want you to look at this for a sec. We talked about this, I think, before. Um, I mean, you're in rhythm a little bit, but the percentages are really not that good because it's not quite as bad as having your foot on the line, but this is not that easy a shot, and you're a full, this is a full 18 feet, and you're only getting 2 points for it. Okay, that's why. I mean, if you were gonna take the shot, I mean, you'd probably be better off just taking the extra 2 feet back and taking the three. Now, obviously, what's good about it is you're catching it in rhythm, and you're taking a shot right in rhythm. But as far as distance goes, you know, uh, this is not the best place to shoot from, and all of that comes from not honoring your spots. You know what I mean? That's why I put all these spots all the way on the 3 point arc, is so that when you get this pass filling, you're in a much more efficient place to shoot, which would be here instead of right here. See that? I don't care that it didn't go in. Find your man, Ryan. Where's your man? Where is he? Who do you got? Who do you got? All right, no worries. Oh, we get timeout. All right. Cut. Hey, not bad. Very good. Good job, Ryan. That's all you need. Now, maybe get back a little bit. That'd be nice. Good job, Tommy. Great look, Matt. Sprint back a little bit, Ryan. Cheat back. All right, that's fine. Good pass, Ryan. What is that? What is that, Matt? Great job boxing. Ooh, unlucky. Good job. Good job getting a body on him, though. Have good instincts to box out a little bit, which is good. Fill aggressively, good. Don't need to dribble, good. There you go. Good. Fill out. This is nice. Now keep coming, keep coming, keep coming to the spot. Good. Pass. Cut, Ryan. Oh, almost. If you had cut there, let's go back to this one more. Ah, almost. That's why it's just. Ooh, see? You could have cut there. You could have slipped right through. Okay. And you don't think you could get that layup against the zone? It happens all the time. Look at that. Oh, see, it's a great example. Look, even against the zone. Pass, slip. See, if you made that layup, it would have been a perfect example of it. But you see, it is there. Yeah, nice note. I don't know where the call was there, but okay. Pass, cut. Good shot. Right in rhythm, and you were in your spot, so it was a three. That was, see, that makes all the difference. Pass, cut, Ryan, cut. Ah, cut. I know it's a tough habit to get into. You got to do it though. You just have to. Hey, good job, Danny. Hey, not bad. Very good. And good defense leads to good offense. All right. Let's go, Ryan. Get back. Get back. You need a sub. And we get one. All right, so watch a little of the second half, too. Why not? Let's see, where are you? Good job. Good hands. We'll get a body on him. If he ends up with this ball, I'm not going to be happy. Okay. Phil, come on, Ryan. Crash. And I like that you instinctively go to the rim on defense when you can't find your man, but I would prefer you find your man also. Good. Great job, Ryan. See, great, very active, but then you kind of just stand up. Good cut, Ryan. Good. Phil, pass, cut, much better. Yeah, you can stay there if you want a little bit. Good. Take that shot. Once you get into the lane, you know what I mean? Like, you can do other things, right? I mean, I just want you to get here first. Like, even against the zone, like, if you wanted to go to short corner like you did, that's fine. That's a very, very powerful place to be against the zone. As long as you cut first, again, I, James, I want him going everywhere. Okay, Matt D, I want him just in the post. Matt H, he can go everywhere. And Ryan, I don't mind it if you want to take a look at the short corner from now, now and then either. Good shot. What, do you got a piece of that? Okay. Piece of the hand, maybe? Very active, good. Hey, stay with the play, Ryan. You might have been there for a trail. Cut, please. Nope. Hey, get the assist, though. All right, now, I think Matt was supposed to be on the ball here. I don't know, he might have been in fist. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, Ryan, you can't lose your man. If we were in man, you can't lose him. Hey, good job, Matt. Come on, Ryan, don't be lazy on me. Oh, we're in fist. Okay, so make him move, make him turn. Oh, no. Good hands, though. Ball underneath. A little more aggressive stance, Ryan. You might have been able to get there. Travel, though. Balance the floor. Balance the floor. Come on, Matt, get there. Good job, Ryan. I like the wider the better, really. Good. No dribbles. Okay, that's fine. Get through. That's okay. Give it a B minus. A little look in the short corners, fine. Spread out. Good. Oops. All right, point, Ryan, point. Find your man. Get down court. You just sub so fast? Come on, Ryan. Okay, good. I like that you're back. Close out. Good. Very good. Good active hands. You don't really need too much dribbling against the zone here. Right? Get through. Yeah, it's all just a little bit. Just make the move a little bit. That's all you really need. Pass. Get through. Good. Fine. Fine. Good ball movement. Ah. Good ball movement. It started with good off the ball movement by you. Stop. Stop ball. Stop ball. Stop ball. We'll go over taking a charge later. Take that. Good shot. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Good. Very good. Pass. Get through. Get through. Cut. 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 Nope. I know it's tough. Good. Pass and cut. Nope. All right. You've given up. And it's tough. It's tough when things aren't going your way also to do the right things. But you've got to cut. All right. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I've seen what I needed to see. And you do some things a lot better than some others. Some things a little worse. But overall, I mean, not bad. I would suggest that you really just make it a point to number one, just to make sure that you cut. But again, that's a mental thing, and just be just a little more aggressive and active on defense and offense too, especially when you don't have the ball. You know, you do a really, really good job of showing a real aggressive stance when you're on ball. And this is I see a difference between the seventh and the eighths like this. Some of the better eighth graders, they'll get in that really aggressive stance that they teach you, that pointing at both man and ball and things like that, or at the very least getting in a good stance when you're off ball, because that helps your ability to defend, and it just keeps you more active. It gets you more deflections, and it deters the opponent from running their offense when the help defense looks just as active as the on ball defense. All right, that's all I had.